Strangely, it's always happening with Genesis games, but anyway. We're back with some more Phantasy Star in the end of Millennium. I'm still here in Meese. And I'm reconsidering what I should do here. Well, I think I know what I'm going to be doing here. One of the things I will be doing while I'm doing this part is unlock some more places while we're here on Dezolis. Namely, just 2 more places we need to have down on our map. Well, actually 3. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the Ice Digger. Actually, make a couple of spots. Last shooting. But yeah, what I'm doing is unlocking most of where we're going to be going throughout this run. At least while we're on the Dezolis, anyway. Like for here is Esper Mansion. We will not be going to Esper Mansion quite just yet. But just to make some shortcuts, that's why I'm doing this. Now, we head back to our Ice Digger. And give me a second here. Alright. I think that should help a bit. I think if my browser is open, it'll kind of just make it lag a bit, so therefore I just close it out of the way. No harm done. So, we have the strongest armor in the game so far at this point. Which I'm kind of glad for because I did something really funny. And that something really funny is I sold and bought some armor and got the same amount of money I had before. So here we are at Jut. And since nothing is really going on here, it is worth checking out though. Because like I said, I'm just practically making space while I'm actually here. So in here, do we have anything new? Reflect mail, which we already have. Reflect robe. Air Reflect Shield. Now, according to what we have so far, Rika has Reflect Mail. Chaz has Reflect Mail. Rune and Raja still have Phantarobe. Why don't we change that? One for Rune. Because quite shortly we're not going to have Raja, so therefore Rune will only need this. So I'm going to sell the Phantarobe. Get some money back. And oh, look at this. The Laco swords. And the Laco claw. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet nectar. Oh, sweet, sweet nectar. What will you give me for the Psyrobe? 15, okay, that's fine. What will you give me for the Silver Rod? 13. I'm gonna keep the flame shot around. Or the napalm shot rather. But I am gonna sell this silver rod because I don't really need a silver rod. Silver rod. Let's see, what else do we not need? I think that's it. Of course, right now, we're going to Gumby Assembles. Now this place also has a piece of Phantasy Star history that we will be needing in another part. It is called the Eclipse Torch. So, in this game, this is pretty much linked to the original game in part 1. That's what we're learning right now. Everything is all connected. So, since we pretty much have unlocked everything at this point, we're actually going to Meese, and as you can see, Jute and Esper Mansion, Jute and Gumby Temple have been added to our Yucca places, so let's go back to Meese and proceed with the story here. I don't think it's here. Matter of fact, I know it's not here. It's right here. This is where we need to be. Although this guy is not really all that miffed about it. Oh, yes. These are the Espers. They came from Esper Mansion southeast of here, which we've already made a plot point or a teleport spot just for that one reason. So let's go speak with this man. I am the innkeeper. To tell the truth, I didn't want our place to be used, but with all these empty rooms, the townspeople would have looked at me reproachfully. How upsetting. Darn. Oh, so they would have gave you the stink eye. Okay. So as we go up here, we see a lot of sick people up here. Where are the other shift? No, really? You're the other shift. The strange illness broke out right after the Gruber Tower appeared. See? Just as I told you. That tower must be the cause. Raja, quit joking around. Chaz, this is no joke. He's got tremendous fever. Quickly, we must carry him to a bed. Even Raja has fallen sick. He'll die if we leave him like this. I don't believe it. This isn't any laughing matter, Chaz. I'm sorry. Rika, you're aware of it too, aren't you? Rune. I've sensed it ever since we came to Dezolis, but it feels particularly strong here. Yes. What is it? What are you two talking about? Chaz, listen carefully. This feeling is the black energy wave. The black... It's probably coming from the Gruber Tower. And it's pretty close. Damn. Help! Help! Kyra! Kyra is headed for the Gruber Tower by herself! Kyra? She's a girl of exceptional courage from our group. Oh, she's headstrong. Oh, lovely. But this is too reckless. There's a forest of carnivorous trees surrounding the tower. They're gonna butt rape her. What? Oh. Chaz! Right. We can't let her go alone. Where's this forest? It's northeast of town. Okay, let's go. That's the reason why I said I was going to buy one. You only buy one because that's all you need. So, moving out. Let's go to the ice digger. And head northeast. Right here. It won't work. Even with this, we can't break through. Look, someone is being attacked. Is that Kyra? Okay, just so you know, this is one of those battles that you can't win. Let me show you. See, as one appears, one will reappear. So, you can't win here. No matter what you do, you can't really win here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run. As we retreat... Hell! They keep growing and growing from behind us! There's no end to this. We've got to retreat. Thank you for rescuing me. No problem, Amy Mizuno. I mean... Kyra. Yeah. My name is Kyra Tierney. Who are you all? We've been sent by your friends. At any rate, I'm glad you're safe. I see. So that's why you came all the way here. And as I'm looking at this, she does bear a striking resemblance to Amy Mizuno, doesn't she? For those who are not Sailor Moon fans, she is, of course, the secret identity of Sailor Mercury. It's pretty reckless of you to come here alone. I felt I had to do something to make it all right. Just make my blood boil to see all those people in such pain. But those carnivorous trees, they are far tougher than what I heard. Yeah, I wonder if there's a better way to tackle them. I may know a way. Our leader should be able to help to tell us. Our chief of the Esper Mansion. Lutz. About 2,000 years ago. He, along with a heroine called Alice, saved Algol and has come to be known as a legendary wizard. Wait a minute. Are you saying a person from 2,000 years ago is still alive? It is said he is still alive in the deepest depths of the Esper Mansion. But they won't let anyone except the top-ranking people enter the mansion. That's why I've only seen him once. And from afar at that. During some ceremony. But you can even recognize from afar he's intelligent, graceful, classy, just a wonderful person. I've no doubt that he would know of a good way to tackle this problem. He's been alive for 2,000 years. Eyes quickly dart over to Rune. Rune looks away. You don't believe? The Reverend Lutz is an unparalleled magician whose feats have given rise to many a legend. I'm sure the Master even knows the secrets to immortality. I wonder if that could be true. Logically speaking, it must be something like cryogenic hibernation. Whatever the case may be, we can't just leave the people of Meese in their misery. We must try to get an audience for Lutz. Yes. Hey, Chaz! Let's go see if we can meet this man, Lutz. I'll be your guide. Let's go. Alright. Let's go to the Esper Mansion. Yeah, let's go to the Esper Mansion. Let us ride to the Esper Mansion. Very quick like. Well, actually, not like this. But instead, let us Yuka over to the Esper Mansion. I'm glad I did that, see? Makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, it's you, Cairo. Welcome back. Now, for Cairo's stats, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to call her exactly what she looked like. Sailor Mercury. Yeah. For Mercury's, yes, I'm going to go there. Yes, I'm going there. Don't stop me. Sounds good. Cairo's stats, or shall I call her Esper Mercury? Yeah, Esper Mercury. Esper Mercury's stats are as follows. She has amazing defense. Attack power is kind of lacking a bit, only because she has a shield. We'll change that very shortly. She has Res, Foy, Anti, Rimpa, Gaides, Gaifoy, or Gides, Gifoy, Gra. So she does have, so she is very versatile. She also has Meese, Fileri, Tareri, Hune. Taleli, I believe, is a shield, I believe. Taleli is a shield, I believe. Meese, of course, is something close to Demi's medical power, except it only works for humans, I believe. So as we're walking around Esper Mansion, a few things you need to know. Espers don't sleep. I guess that would make me kind of like that, wouldn't it? So I don't sleep. Actually, I do sleep. Actually, that would make sense of why I did this. So as you can see, we're walking around the mansion, taking in the sights and everything. Because I'm pretty sure, as we're walking around, they probably give us some lousy information that we probably don't even give a shit about. Or even two shits for. But you seem to know some information. I'm scared. I'm afraid of that black energy wave. If Lutz is alive, why doesn't he appear? Especially at a time like this. So, Lutz is kind of like Jesus Christ of the Phantasy Star universe. Okay. Gotcha. Kyra, you may not pass here without permission. Since when do I need permission? I'm in the Darfus. That I cannot do. You pig-headed oaf. Let her enter. How dare you? I cannot. Hey. Oh, it's you. Forgive my rudeness. Please enter. Rune? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Rune is so badass, he knows just what to do in any situation. Rune, it's good to see you made it back safely. Forget the formalities, I'm going in. Oh yes, of course, as you wish. This is the inner sanctuary, and further beyond, there's a room called Lutz's room. That's right. So now, the time has finally come. At last, we're going to meet Lutz. Oh dear. Are my clothes clean? How's my hair? You're fine, Amy. Oh, what shall I do? I'm so nervous. I wonder what kind of person he is. What do you think, Chaz? Lutz, the legendary magician. What's going on? No one's here. Reverend Lutz, please show yourself. Lutz is not here. He left this world long ago. What? No human could live for over 2,000 years. That can't be. I saw him with my very own eyes. Besides, we're all believers, aren't we? We believe in the legend of Esper that Lutz lives on and is leading us, don't we? That's why we're all trying so hard. He has to exist. Coda! Calm down. It's true that Lutz is no longer of this world. But even if his physical body is no more, his spirit lives on. What? Before he died, he left his will, a memory in the telepathy ball. Then you're saying that this ball is Lutz. No? He's not here now. But if the chosen person appears, then Lutz's will and memory will be transferred to that person. chosen. So now. Come here. Wait!
Rune is Lutz?
That is correct. Rune Walsh is the 5th generation Lutz.
You're Lutz? How could that be?
Listen, Chaz, and everyone else. Since ancient times in Algo, there has been a cycle where calamities occur every 1,000 years. That's because a personification of evil called Dark Force is resurrected every 1,000 years. Up until now, every time it occurred, a courageous person would defeat the evil to maintain peace.
But we definitely did defeat Dark Force at Kuran. Yet there's no sign of abatement of these abnormal conditions in Algo.
So, what's going on? Algo was shaken 1,000 years ago by the explosion of Palma. And that happened in Phantasy Star 2. The delicate balance we were able to maintain was severely upset. This might be a result of that. Because remember, it all goes back to part 1. Of course, back then, it wasn't called Parma, it was called Palm. You know, like your hand, palm. As was Motavia, wasn't called Motavia, it was called Mota. The black energy wave can still be felt. Are you saying that Dark Force is still alive? That, I don't know. But I can say that the root of all evil is not yet destroyed. The only thing to do is to defeat it. I have chosen you, Chaz.
Me?
I've chosen you as the soldier to fight the inevitable decisive battle. Why? Choose me. I felt that you are a man of potential. You will soon find out if my judgment was correct, Chaz. Oh, great. Well, that's the story. Sorry I kept it secret all this time. We'll keep on cooperating with each other, right? Yeah. Anyway, we've got to go to the Garuba Tower. That's where the answer lies. There's carnivorous trees that obstructs those who try to pass. But if you use the Eclipse Torch, you'll be able to destroy it. Okay. Our destination is decided. It's off to the Gumby Tower. It's off to the Gumby Temple. The Dezolian Temple is located in the mountain valley west of here. We're off. Come on, Chaz. Stop looking so dazed.
Not displaying a Lutz would be so insensitive.
Sorry about that. I've always been like this. So, how's that for a shock? Rune is part of the line of Lutz. As with many other mages before him, Phantasy Star 1, Lutz was the first. In 2, I believe Noah was the second. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong, please. So I have not played Phantasy Star 2 in like years. But I do believe there was an Esper in Phantasy Star Part 2. And in here, the only thing is, that within the 4 games, only 3 are connected. 1, 2, and 4. 3 was never connected because it was basically a... So 3 was an alternate universe. So therefore, it had nothing to do with Algo. There, I had to say it. So in here we find a Lyco Rod. Reflect Robe. 10,000 Meseta. And a Soul Dew. Soul Dew is just like Regen. It brings back whichever party member, and on top of that, gives him full health. So right now we have the Lego Rod, so that is one thing I don't have to really get. Thank the stars, I do not have to get that. So what we're going to do is we're going to warp once again. Ah, right. I pretty much won your ass out, didn't I? My bad. I'm so sorry. Then again, I'm not really that sorry. Anyway, we're going to warp over to Gumby. Just because we need the Eclipse Torch. So, let's see, I believe it's down here. And in here, ooh, wait a minute. Hello, what is this? Soul Dew, Star Dew, Moon Dew, and Trimate. The only thing I kind of wish was, if you were carrying that many dews and whatnot, they should really just make it like Moon Dew times 2 or something like that. Alright, so what we're going to be going for is the Eclipse Torch. And we talk to this guy right here. What? That won't do. The Holy Flame is something that should not go beyond this gate. Even if it is the wish of rats to lightly lend out the torch is not acceptable to me. Boy, you just don't get it, do you? Didn't I explain the situation? No, Chaz, you didn't. The future of the entire Algo system is hinging on this. Won't do, it can't be. Huh? What's that? I'll take that, thank you very much. What the heck do you think you're doing? Ha 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 ha! We are beings who live in the air castle. Hey you, the one dressed in white. If you're Lutz, you remember, don't you? You know who will be waiting for you at the air castle. I'll take possession of the Eclipse Torch. If you want it back, then come and get it. That is, if you don't mind losing your life. Ha 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 ha! Ah! What a disaster! The flame which we all only has been stolen. It's my punishment for being so narrow-minded. You think? Oh, how am I to bear the responsibility for this? Don't get so depressed. It was taken by force. It's not your fault. No, actually it is your fault. Really, if you just simply gave the damn thing right then and there, we would have been through this, but no, no. Your ass basically screwed us all over. Thanks so very much. All we had to do is go and retrieve it. Would you really? Thank you very much. But in exchange, you better lend it to us after we recover it. Of course, yes. No question about that. Rune, about the Air Council, you said you know about it. Oh, yes. It's in Lut's memory, to be precise. It's a council that floated in the skies of the planet Palm a long time ago. The planet Palm. In that case, it would have been destroyed 1,000 years ago. The planet Palm exploded, and there's only an asteroid belt left where the planet used to be. Could it be that miraculously, the Air Council survived, and even now, it's in the midst of the asteroids? The probability of that is very low. At any rate, I will check it out with the sensors on the Landau. Rune, I have one more question. Who is that person those witches were talking about? The first generation Lutz and his companion fought a man in the Air Castle. That man's name was Lassic. Is that who they mean? Lassic was defeated by the first generation Lutz. I don't know what we'll find until we get there. Now, strangely, they pronounced it Lassic, but it's Lassic. So, technically, Lassic was the main antagonist of Phantasy Star 1. And basically the story was this. He sent his men to kill Nero, which was Alice's brother. And he was apparently possessed by Dark Falls, or Dark Force. So therefore, Alice Landau went throughout a trip to take down Lassic and apparently Dark Force. Thus the real story behind Phantasy Star 1. It was all about revenge. And to be quite honest, yes, I've tried to play Phantasy Star 1. Some reason. If I actually had the patience for it, I would have played it. But, enough about that. What we're going to do is we're going back to Thailand. Well, actually, no. Since I have the money for it. Yeah, since I do have the money for it, I'm going to buy that Lacko sword. It's kind of like, holy. Things up here? No, that's not it. No. I know I was right there where the damn place is. Oh, right here. Armor. No, I don't need armor. Well, actually, I do need armor. So I'm going to get the Lacko sword. Because I can actually make it through with... For the most part, I can actually make it through the, hard parts with the Lacko sword, but just for now, I'm just going to equip the Lacko sword just because I don't want to deal with it afterwards. And that gives a big boost to our attack. Of course, I have the Lacko Claw and the Lacko Rod, which I already have. But right now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to yuka myself over to Tyler. Go here. And from here on, we're going to go look for our air castle. Well then, let's go ahead and search for the air castle. I'm getting something. Although very slight, it is definitely something. Can you get it on the screen? I will try. That's it! That's the air castle, alright. It has a spooky atmosphere.
Ooh, are you getting a little scared? Oh, Chaz?
Don't be ridiculous. We're going in. Therefore, air castle has been added to our star map. So before we actually do go in, or actually take on the air castle itself, I'm going to stop here for now, because I feel we made quite a bit of progress here, and I am actually proud of that. So, on this note, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me this morning for this edition of Phantasy Star at the End of the Millennium. And with that, I think I've basically played catch-up with everything I needed to play catch-up with. At least until tomorrow, tomorrow or rather later, in which there will be some hopping and bopping in Superstar Saga as we make a return trip to it. So on top of that, I can say we're clearly caught up with everything. So on that note, I have been the Tenkaichi of Gaming, PI7. That's Pookie Izzy 7. And this was Phantasy Star, Part 4, The End of the Millennium, brought to us by Sega of 1994. So until then, as always, I wish you green beans, jelly beans, and all that kind of shit like that there. And on that note, a good day, a good morrow, good wherever you are upon the internet. Fight the power of Sopa, and of course, since I am the Tenkaichi, I have spoken. And on that note, I am out. Take care, people.